Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo in Parkway RV Center. And today, guys, we're going to review a very nice little Class C motorhome we just got in here a few days ago. And let's take a look at this 2014 Forest River Sunseeker 2450. Guys, this is a 26-foot, 11-inch long Class C, so it's not too big, not too small, more of a medium-sized Class C, built on a Chevrolet 4500 chassis with a 6-liter Vortec V8, 324 horsepower, 373 pound-feet of torque. It's got 48,000 miles on it, runs and drives great, got the 4 kW Onan generator, power patio awning, trailer hitch on the back with a 5,000 pound tow capacity. Sorry about that, guys. I had to help one of my salespeople for a second. 5,000 pound tow capacity on this Chevrolet. And you don't see many of these with Chevrolet chassis. I don't know why, but because that 324 horsepower 6-liter Vortec V8 is plenty of power for this thing. Probably more power than you need for a vehicle this size, but better to have too much and not enough. Got pass-through storage, which I've got pictures of in the ads. Tires look great. Motor's running right now. Dash air is cold. I mean, it's a nice Class C for what it is, and it is a Forest River Sunseeker, so it does have a fiberglass roof. And notice the overlapping cap on the Cabover. This is what you want to see in a Class C. C and a C. You don't want to, the ones with the straight edges like that are the ones that can give you more leak problems later on, because that's where most of them usually leak at. That, or if it's got a window in the front, which this one doesn't have that either. But this overlapping cap is a sign of a better built Class C. Motor's nice and quiet. Let's take a look inside. And you know, for the year model, this thing's really clean. Now, guys, the generator will run for a second then dies. I don't know if it's got a bad board or what. I've got it on my list for my generator guy to fix when he gets around to it. Generator, we do guarantee generator to run, and we are going to fix it. So, you know, hopefully here in the next few days, it'll be running, purring like a kitten. But we do guarantee the major systems to work, including the generator, slide out, refrigerator, and roof air. So don't worry about that. All your major stuff's fine. Everything else on this thing, guys, seems to be working great. I even got the fridge on gas, and it's starting to get cold. Got a backup camera. Windshield, dash looks good. Seats look good. I like the fact it's got a rubber. Now, Fords don't do this, but Chevrolet does, and I don't know why. I like this. This has got a rubber mat in the front. You know, that one thing that, especially the driver's seat, it gets tracked up more than anything, because when you're going down the road, of course, somebody's always sitting right here in the driver's seat. So, of course, if there's anything on their feet, they're getting in and out the most because they're fueling up and doing this, or getting out to look on their spot and then getting back in to back in and all that. So, you know, your driver's area gets the dirtiest. So, that rubber mat makes it a lot easier to keep clean. It does have heated power mirrors, tilt, cruise, of course, power windows, power locks. And actually, because I don't have the generator running, I don't have the roof air on, but this dash air is doing a fantastic job cooling this. Honestly, guys, unless it's 90 degrees outside, I don't think you're really going to need to run the generator much to run the roof air. I think this dash air has got such a great airflow that it shouldn't be a problem. Cabover looks great. You have a TV on a swivel mount, so you can see it from different parts of the RV. This is in between a queen and a full-size bed, and you flip this over, and this makes a bed. There's your, of course, your ladder that attaches right here. Got a privacy curtain, plug-ins, cup holders, not bad. Like I see, guys, let me tell you, I was a kid. Me and my sisters would fight over this Cabover. Of course, that was back in the 80s, where nobody really cared, but we used to ride up there when we were kids. But back then, now, they had windows and all that stuff up there, so you could see right out that front window. So I don't know why it just popped in my head, but of course now kids can't do that. But still, good memories. Obviously, I survived it, so I wouldn't do the same thing with my daughter, but you know, I guess times change. A lot more drivers on the road, a lot more distracted drivers, so I'm a little more safety conscious now of my own child. But back then, it was a whole different era, and people, not saying it was bad, but it was just different times back then. You've got a large table booth that makes a bed, and that's where that extra cushion is up there to help make this a bed. You fold it down. You got sleeping there for 1 or 2 people. You can sleep 2 up there pretty easy, 2 in the back. So it is a 6 sleeper. There's not a lot of carpet in here. Just in the, really only carpet in here is pretty much in the slide out. You've got a swivel chair right here. You've got a countertop extender. You've got a nice kitchen. You got a double basin sink. I mean, yeah, I may not have pour-in countertops, but you know, it's who cares? You can still make a meal for your family or yourself right here. Got a 3-burner stove top, which doesn't, like a lot of them, don't look like it's been used. Got an oven, again, don't look like it's been used. And a microwave. Got some storage right here, adjustable shelving. I guess this can be your pantry. And of course, you've got little cuddy storage up there, storage right here, drawer and cutlery door and all that right here. And you know, you can use this for extra kitchen storage too. Refrigerator is a 6 cubic foot, and I've had it on gas long enough to tell that's getting cold in the back of the freezer anyway. It takes these things several hours to get to operating temp, but 99% of the time, if the back of your freezer is getting cold, then the rest of it will follow suit in time. And I'll show you what the generator's doing. I mean, it primes up fine. That means it's getting, anytime that light comes on when you're hitting prime, that means you're getting gas to it. If your gas level was low, this light wouldn't come on because it's not getting fuel. And it runs, but as soon as you let off of it, it dies. So it's probably going to be a bad control board, something like that, which is no big deal. I just got to get my guys over here to fix it. I mean, of course, I'm not an RV tech, but heck, I can replace a board on a generator. That's pretty basic stuff. You know, just from me being an RV owner for many years. You got a TV here in the bedroom. You got a rear corner bathroom with an outside vanity. And this is probably going to be like a closet. Yep. You got a little, well, which I know people don't carry suits and dresses camping anymore, but it is nice to have a place to hang your clothes or even use irons anymore. But, you know, I know it's a great place to keep your stuff, keep from getting wrinkled. It looks like you got a RV toilet, the elongated version, or what they call elongated in a RV. Actually got a really nice, decent shower. Skylight looks good. I like the LED lights in here too. They don't use a lot of power if you're boondock camping. And the fact that the shower is not bleached yellow from the sun tells me this thing hasn't been stored a lot outside, which I can tell that from the outside, guys. Y'all remember that 14 I did earlier today, that axis. You can tell the difference between the two bodies on these. That one, it was obviously stored, the one I did earlier was stored under a shed, so one side was protected, one side wasn't. This one has either had a cover or been in a building or something, because it's all looks good on the outside. Which doesn't hurt anything, especially on this one, since it's a fiberglass roof. There's really not nothing to worry about up there, but just something I like to point out to people. But guys, this is a nice unit, and it's priced right, guys. This is a 14 model That could easily bring $59.9 on the current market, but I've got it for $49.9. And like I said, we're going to get that generator going, working just like it's supposed to, which it does run. So, but we'll get that replaced here in the next little bit. We guarantee the refrigerator to get cold, slide out to work. We guarantee the roof air to get cold, so you really got no worries, and you can come inspect everything else. You know, let us know you come and we'll plug it into power. You can try the lights. You can try everything you want to, guys. It's a nice unit. Very well kept. That's a secret to buying any of them, guys. I mean, it don't matter how cheap it is. If it's not been well maintained or well kept, you know, you're just going to inherit somebody else's problems. That's advice I should have took myself on more than one occasion, but but that is the truth, guys. But this is a nice unit. It's $49.9 while it lasts. I like the fact it's on a Chevrolet, and I know the Ford may have a little bit more horsepower, but you know, I don't know. Ford or Chevrolet, I know there's probably not a nickel's worth of difference between one or the other, besides just a little bit of horsepower and 2 extra cylinders between the V10 and the V8, but a little bit more cubic inches, but it's all what you want, guys. You know, I know 25, 30 years ago, Ford versus Chevy was a big deal, but not really anymore. They're all about built the same anymore, honestly. They're all designed by computers and built with import parts in a factory in Mexico. So that's other than that, there's no difference between Ford and Chevrolet in a lot of ways. So but anyway, guys, this is a nice unit. Something you think you're interested in, give us a call at 706-965-7929. You know, call before coming to look, obviously, to make sure it's available. Feel free to comment. Feel free to smash me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Can't stress to you enough. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification button. It's free, and you get to see videos of used RVs, and that's something that hardly anybody else on YouTube does, guys. I mean, yeah, you can go on. You can see some pretty entertaining guys that are reviewing new RVs, but who wants to go out and spend 120 grand on something you can buy here for $49.9 that's just a few years old, that still has more life left to it than you'll ever use, and save yourself quite a bit of money? I mean, that's a pretty big chunk of change you're saving buying used over new. And I know used is not going to be perfect. There's going to be little imperfections here or there. That's why it's used and not new, but you look at the money you're saving. I mean, this is a decent unit, I think, for the money. It's that price range that everybody's looking for right now. Nice, clean, low mileage motorhomes under 50 grand. Well, here it is, guys. But keep in mind, there's a lot of other people looking at this besides you. So pick up the phone, call right now, 706-965-7929. If you got questions about this motorhome, you want to buy it, you want to check on financing, trade-ins, we offer delivery service. Just contact us for a quote on that. I mean, guys, we've been doing this for 53 years. We don't sugarcoat the truth. We don't step around the truth. We tell it to you like it is. You got to trade in, we tell it to you like it is. You're honest with us, we'll be honest with you. You know, we've been doing this a long time. We sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year for a reason, and people all over the United States buy from us. We're well over 400 RVs for the year already. But I mean, guys, we really move the inventory, and come out and look and see. I got tons of RVs. I got a lot of Class C's, and I've got most of them on our website, parkwayrvcenter.com, but I may have a couple of stragglers I haven't posted videos on yet, or at least pictures. So check out the website. They'll be linked in the video description below. Always call. You know, if you get on the website, you're looking for a certain RV and you don't see it on there, please still call and ask your salesperson. You know, tell your salesperson what you're looking for. We may have it, or it might be coming in. I mean, I've always got 10 or 12 or 15 units on the board waiting to be picked up to come in here to sell. I mean, we buy everywhere, guys. In fact, if you got an RV for sale that's nice and clean, I'm not buying anything that needs work, especially right now in the labor shortage, guys. If it's not pretty much ready to hit the ground running, I really don't want to buy it. I'll trade for one that's got issues, but I'm not going to and put it on the back row bargains site. But I'm not going to buy anything that needs work. So if it's not nice, don't worry about calling me. But if it's nice, we'll make you a cash offer for it. We can even arrange to pick it up. So all you got to do is call us at 706-965-7929. You can go to my website, parkwayrvcenter.com. Our email address, for those of you who don't want to call. Of course, understand that a lot of times emails only get answered once a day. So and this has happened to, I'd hate to count up how many customers over the years. They send an email, it doesn't get answered for a few hours later. During those few hours, somebody else took the initiative and picked up the phone. And yeah, guys, cell phones have a little known feature for those of y'all in 2021 that you can actually pick up dial a number and call and hit the send button and call somebody. But don't be afraid to call, because you're going to get faster service. And what's happened to a lot of people is they'll send an email, hey, I want to buy this 2014 Sunseeker. Well, we only check them in the morning, so it sits in the inbox all day to the next morning. During that time, somebody else could have seen the same video you did at the same time and just picked up the phone and called and said, hey, I want to buy this 2014 Sunseeker. They're getting taken care of because they called instead of email. And there's nothing wrong with email. We do reply to all emails. But right now, we're just so busy, guys, that, and I'm short-handed on sales and everybody else, that I mean, it's quicker and more efficient for you and us just to pick up the phone and call. You know, if you're not ready to buy, but you still want to keep in touch with the salesperson, ask for their cell phone number. They'll be happy to text you if you don't want to call. But always make a call for that initial contact, guys. Trust me on that. I know it's old school, but we're an old school dealer. We do have financing available with approved credit and down payment if you're interested in up-to-date information about that. Again, pick up the phone, call 706-965-7929 during business hours, which is 9 to 6 Monday through Friday Eastern Time, 9 to 5 Saturday Eastern, closed Sunday and most holidays. Of course, Sunday is the Lord's Day and Family Day for our employees. So, you know, especially right now, the labor shortage, guys, everybody's working 6 days a week. So keep that in mind. These guys are extremely busy, extremely stressed. They'll do their best to take care of you, but keep in mind, every salesperson here you talk to is juggling you and several other customers at the same time. So if they don't call you back right away when you ask them a question, they try to find out for you, please don't get mad with them, guys. They're doing the best they can. You know, this labor shortage has affected everybody. Like a guy I use across the street to do paint body work on RVs, his labor shortage, I mean, this is the multi-million-dollar paint shop that does big trucks and everything. The last person in our area that does RV paint and body work, he has no painters right now. I just talked to him yesterday. He is no longer painting cars, trucks, RVs, anything. Because sometimes these things come in, they need a little bit of paint work on them. So I'm in a pickle right now. I'm in Ringgold, Georgia, and I'm going to probably, if I get one in that needs, you know, a little bit of paint and body work, I'm going to have to take it all the way to Atlanta and wait no telling how long to get it done. So, but that's business right now. Every business is suffering. I don't know of a business right now out here that doesn't have a now hiring sign out. It has been out for months. So keep in mind, like everybody else, we're doing the best we can with what we have. But guys, we're still buying some nice RVs. We're selling them at a great price and selling them everywhere and all over the country. So if you got questions about this RV, give us a call. 706-965-7929. Come out and visit with us, guys. You know, we got about 100 used RVs out here, which is about more than anybody else right now. Thanks to my hardworking team of buyers, which I'll pat myself on the back, but I'm one of them. But we've also got a couple of others, including my dad. So, I mean, we're really keeping the phones hot, the internet hot, and that's one reason why I'm only able to produce one or two videos a day, because I'm busy trying to find inventory like everybody else. Selling these things is one of the easiest jobs in the world. It's buying them and getting them in here that's in good shape and at an affordable price that we can sell is a hard thing. So, but anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. Appreciate it. And keep in mind, we have no extra fees. There's no dock fees, no prep fees, no tagging, no happy camper fees, none of that stuff, guys. You go to these corporate RV dealerships, you know, they're advertising a certain price, but call and get the out-the-door price. Tell them, hey, I want to bring a cashier's check. How much does it need to be made out for? Of course, if they even tell you a price, which most of them don't, most of them want you to come in and look at it first, you're going to be surprised how much higher it is than the advertised price, because they're not telling you about the thousands, potentially thousands of dollars in fees, like dock fees and prep fees and all that stuff that they add to the advertised price. And all those fees are 100% dealer profit, guys. Don't let them tell you any different. If there's a fee, there's profit. It's a way for these big dealers to advertise a lower price, but sell it for more by disguising that extra profit as fees. And they'll tell you a good story, oh, why we have to charge this or why we have to charge that, but it's all baloney. So keep that in mind, guys. I've been in this business for 25 plus years. I've seen, I was in it before they even had fees, and I've seen that fee scam come up, and it gets stronger and stronger every year. Now people are just so used to it, they think it's normal. They don't even question it. But guys, question it. Always question it. Read all the fine print before you sign anything, especially if it's a corporate or a franchise dealers. You know, a bit of advice my grandpa gave me, because he started this place many years ago, was, and it stood with me to this day, because he's been gone since 1995, but it stood with me to this day. That is, big dealers do not get big by giving people good deals or fair deals. There's a lot of truth to that statement, guys. Big dealers don't get big by giving people good deals. They get big by doing the exact opposite and charging, maximizing profit on everything they do. And guys, and I know it's just a human nature way of thinking. The bigger the place is, they must buy in bulk. They can sell at a better discount. They don't, guys. They may advertise a certain price, but they put you through the ringer, guys, on fees. If you go through their finance department, which now a lot of dealers are forcing you to go through their finance department, even cash customers, they mark interest rates up. They get you, because they're dealing directly with the bank, not you. You have no idea what the bank's really telling the dealer. All you know is what's on that loan contract. They could be getting you approved at 5.9%, charging you 8.25, and you have no idea that's any different. And over the life of an RV loan, that percent, 2%, a little over 2%, can add $10,000 extra to your total cost of ownership over the life of an RV loan or more. And then they're also trying to upsell you extended warranties, gap insurance, interior exterior protection packages. Most of that stuff is not worth the paper it's written on, and every single bit of it they're trying to sell you. And what they do, they add it to your payment. All for $14 more a month. You get a warranty on the exterior of your RV with this ceramic or Xylon treatment that if something ever happens, you get a scratch, a dent, a ding, they'll pay for it. No, guys, you got to read the fine print. What they actually pay for is to reapply the stuff that didn't protect you in the first place. Nothing's going, it's not a coat of armor, guys. It's not going to protect your RV. It's just a way for them to sell a product, and all they'll guarantee is that they'll just reapply it if it rubs off. And trust me, it's not worth the paper it's written on. It's just a way for them to add more, to make more profit and add more to your cost of ownership. And same way with the extended warranties, guys. A lot of extended warranties in the fine print, you have to take it back to the dealer for routine maintenance at their service department to qualify for that warranty. Clearest thing, guys, that service department is, service rates are 3 times what you can get it done for anywhere else. So you're really not getting anything. It's just, and that warranty is also marked up 4 or 5 times dealer cost and added to your loan with interest marked up. And that's how so many people go into an RV dealership, big corporate RV dealer like Rip Off World and places like that, and see something for $49.9 and they do everything that the dealer tells them to do to buy it for that price. And they call the bank the next day, they owe $75,000 on it. And you don't think it can happen to you guys, but look on YouTube. There's a lot of videos out there from people who have got snookered just like, and these guys are, you know, these guys are sharp. You know, they're not unexperienced buyers. You know, they get the best of anybody, not just first-time RV buyers. So they're good. Only reason I'm more familiar with their tactics, because I'm ashamed to say it, I actually worked there for a few months, but that's several years ago, and I worked there long enough to know that any man or woman with a conscience shouldn't work there and sell RVs. I know the money might be great, but, you know, money doesn't help you sleep at night and look yourself in the mirror the next day, knowing what you did to people. And they encourage the salespeople to do that. The management, the more profit the salesperson makes a dealership, the more the salesperson gets paid, because they get paid a percentage of the profit, which you should never buy anything from a dealership that pays salespeople percentage of profit, because then it benefits them to rip you off. The more they get you to pay, the more profit they get you to pay, the more they make, the more the managers make, the more the sales manager makes, the more the general manager and the finance manager makes, and then the more the owner makes, and the more you pay. And just let me tell you a good video to watch, guys. Because I know, because this is the way I was trained way back when, is look up the truth about, I'm not going to say the real name, you just have to type in the real name, but the truth about Ripoff World. Shot by a dealer up in Wyoming. In this video is 100% true. Sorry about that, guys, my camera's getting a little warm. But that video is 100% the truth, and I endorse it. Big RVs with Big Bo endorses that. So check it out. Anyway, guys, I know I rant. That's just the way I am. You know, but I had a customer tell me the other day that said, the more you rant, the more I learn. So, you know, maybe this will help. Even if y'all don't buy one from here, maybe it will help y'all in the future and get a good deal on something and not fall victim to a lot of these scams out there. So, you know, even if it's not here, guys, you know, one thing, a creed among RVers is, you know, because I'm an experienced RVer myself, is we help each other. So, whether it's, you know, helping a first-timer set up at the campground for the first time, or back a trailer in, or having a repair or broke down, guys, or even buying an RV. You know, I may work at an RV dealership, but I'm also an RVer, and, you know, that creed is, if the rest of the world kind of live like the way RVers are supposed to live, this world would be a lot better place, let's just say that. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, 706-965-7929 is our phone number. Thank you again for watching, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.